You spend $500 on a blood test, and it tells you something is wrong with almost everything. And that's exactly how it's designed. These biohacking blood tests promise to optimize your health, but most people don't realize what they're actually buying. Today, I'll show you what these tests really measure and what actually matters, and how people end up spending thousands fixing problems they never had. Hi, I'm Dr. Niraj Patel. I look at health like a system, not what just sounds good, but what actually works. And here's the situation most people are in. You feel tired. Your energy is off. Maybe your doctor says your labs are normal. So you start thinking, there must be something deeper going on. That's where these companies step in. They offer hormone tests, micronutrient panels, and longevity scores with 100+ markers. And the promise is simple. We'll finally tell you what's really wrong. Let's break this down in plain English. First, the hormone tests. Things like Dutch testing, they look at patterns, like your cortisol throughout the day. And that can be useful in very specific situations, but it's not something most people need regularly. Second, the micronutrient panels. They claim to find hidden deficiencies inside your cells. And yes, real deficiencies exist, but most people don't have them. And those optimal ranges you see, a lot of them are not well proven. And third, the longevity or biological age tests. They give you a number that's supposed to represent how fast you're aging. And that sounds powerful. But these numbers can change wildly, even in the same person. So they look precise, but they're often not reliable. So the tests aren't completely useless, but they're not what people think they are. Now here's the part no one explains. Most of these companies don't make money from the test. They make money from what happens after you take the test. It shows issues. And then you're recommended supplements, follow-ups, or subscriptions. Sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. And here's the key insight. If a test always finds something wrong, it always creates the next purchase. And this isn't necessarily a scam. It's just a system. And the system is designed to keep you testing, keep you adjusting, and keep you buying. And here's the part most people never hear. If your goal is better health, you don't need 100 markers. You need a few things done well. Your blood sugar, like your hemoglobin A1C, cholesterol, especially your ApoB, your vitamin D in some cases, and your lifestyle, sleep, training, nutrition. And there's one test I do think is worth checking once in your life, lipoprotein A. It's mostly genetic. You can't really change it with lifestyle, but if it's high, your long-term heart risk may be higher than expected. Now here's the honest part. There's no standard treatment yet, but there are drugs in development, and some early options like PCSK9 inhibitors may help. So this isn't something you check every year. It's something you check once, just to understand your baseline risk. Most people are not under-tested. They're just not focusing on the right things. And these advanced tests feel powerful because they give you more data. But more data is not the same as better decisions. These companies exist because people want answers, and that's completely reasonable. But the truth is, most progress in health doesn't come from one more test. It comes from doing simple things consistently. If you've ever done one of these tests, what did it actually change for you? I'm curious. Comment below, and see you in the next one.